Welcome to our look at Week 5 already of the South Jersey football season. Marc Narducci and Phil Anastasia. And Phil, in the American division of the West Jersey Football League, Shawnee with a 2-1 record against a Kingsway team that for the second year in a row has gotten off to a rough start.
Not your typical 0-3 team though, Mark. They lost a tough game to Williamstown, number 17. Lost a very tough game to number 10, Cherokee. So this is a team that, is better than its record. It's got some established seniors, Joel Skirbo, Kevin Zenner. Guys have made some plays. It's a dangerous game for Shawnee. I mean, on paper, obviously the Renegades are the favorite, and they've rallied nicely from a disappointing start where they lost in overtime to Cherokee. But I think this has got a chance to be a good game. These teams are starting to develop a little bit of a rivalry. West Jersey American, always hard-hitting. I think it's got a chance to be a good game.
Phil, you saw the best game of the week last week, Holy Spirit winning in overtime in Delsea. Now Holy Spirit goes up against a very surprising 3-0 Pleasantville team with a running back, Mohamed Toure, who's averaging 9.6 yards per carry.
Yeah, how about the Greyhounds? I mean, trying to get their first winning season since 2003, Mark. Yeah. Coming off a real big win over Shawnee, which was huge for their stage of the development. But now they really need to step their game up. Holy Spirit playing very well. I saw them on Friday night, as you said, beat a very good Delsea team in overtime. And Josh Samat, what a performance by him. He was crazy good. 4 touchdown passes, ran for the winning score, ran for 135, passed for 205. So they are a very, very explosive offensive team. And this is a huge game in the United. I think really, Holy Spirit can kind of almost clinch that division title here and really kind of take another step towards making the non-public 2 tournament and getting a good seed.
Yeah. Now in the Colonial, it's West Deptford and Sterling, and few would have thought both would be undefeated. West Deptford's won 15 in a row at 3-0, but how about Sterling after a 1-9 season to be 3-0 right now?
You saw them Friday night, Mark. They've been a very impressive turnaround for them. Demir Hutchinson, some of those guys really playing well. Kind of a seasoned senior class guys really, I think, determined to go out on a good note. And that's what they've done so far. But they really need to step up their game. West Deptford has beaten Sterling 11 years in a row. It's been 2005 since Sterling beaten West Deptford. The Eagles have lived a little bit under the radar, for a 3-0 team, 15 wins in a row, 26 out of 27. But now they're entering kind of the interesting point of their season. They're going to have Sterling. They're going to have Haddonfield not long from now, then getting into the South Jersey Group 2 tournament. So this is the kind of the point of the season where West Deptford typically kind of raises its game a little bit, but they'll face a challenge in a Sterling team that's home, and I think really kind of loaded for bear to kind of show that they are legit.
Yeah, they better stop Kenny Lim, who's averaging 10.9 yards per carry. 2 other undefeateds. Eastern going up against Timber Creek. We're not surprised at Timber Creek with 20 wins in a row. Eastern 4-0 has already matched the win total of the previous 2 years.
Very impressive start for them, first year under John Doherty. Really kind of changed the culture, the climate there. TJ Fraden, their all-around junior, has been a real leader for them. But this is a big step up for them based on the competition they've played so far. So a Timber Creek team, I have number 1 in the rankings. A team that's won 20 in a row. You had a great story last Sunday about their climb in terms of historical significance, in terms of their winning streak. Devin Leary, those guys playing at a high level. But this is Eastern's opportunity. They really don't have anything to lose. And for Timber Creek, it's time, I think, for them to kind of pick their game up a little bit. They're entering into, like West Deptford, an interesting part of their schedule, and they got to start honing things as they get nearer to the South Jersey Group 3 tournament for them this year.
Yeah, Devin Leary with 12 touchdown passes. That's one of the many marquee games. We'll be back to preview more in part 2. For Phil Anastasia, Marc Narducci for Philly.com.